Even though I'm not a doctor, I just knew that's a nonsense, that there must be something that's hindering me from basically delivering a healthy child. So I kept seeking, and also get your heart healed and don't try to dwell too much because it impacts the next attempt. And if you get pregnant, so then you are just totally scared and overwhelmed if you think about the losses too much.
I do think with the losses, it is important to acknowledge them and to take a moment to grieve. Yeah, and to mourn those losses, but then be able to move beyond and move on to the next. I also think it's super normal and expected to have some fear the next time you get pregnant and not know, what to expect. So those things are common. We just don't want to live in that place. And we want to make sure that you're getting the right support so it's easy to move past those areas.
And what were the doctors telling you when you were having those losses? Did they give you any explanation? What was the solution that they gave you?
They said they don't know. They don't know. There was really no explanation. That I just had bad luck. That's what they told me. That case, try again, and it can be my age. Just try again.
So this part to me is super frustrating. Usually age is the answer you're given. I'm not saying that's not a factor, but it's not always the factor, especially when you've had 9 losses. And in her case, they didn't even bother to look. Like, they really didn't run any more advanced testing to try to determine what the issues were. That is probably my biggest frustration in her situation, because I do believe a lot of this could have been prevented, but she wasn't getting the attention that she deserved. And that happens, unfortunately. So I'm glad that she sought out that care. And I encourage all of you, if you don't feel like you're getting the support you need, to seek it out as well.
They ran some genetic tests, but that was all fine. But they took no hormone tests or anything like that, thyroid tests. They said, I don't need that, even though I asked about that. So it was a bit disappointing.
Yeah, and I will say in that situation, like thyroid testing, progesterone testing, like that's very basic, foundational things. It wasn't even very, advanced, deeper testing that we normally run. So that's super frustrating for me in her situation.
I was so happy that Dr. Sklar basically helped me with that and helped me to point me to the right tests, because on my own, I wouldn't know what to look for. There is a reason. And in my case, I know it was the low progesterone, probably immune and thyroid issues. So obviously, I didn't have to go through any of them. Unfortunately, I didn't know what I know now. So for me, it was just not right to finish my fertility journey like that with a bad result. And I felt like there's another one, a baby boy. Basically, he had a thing on our heart before he was even conceived.